You're looking for a reasonably priced car and you stumble on Japan car auctions. I'm just a simple man making my way in the universe, looking for a used car that's not overly price inflated. So surprised by the advertised used car prices in Japan? Me too! And to be clear, these are the prices before being exported out of Japan. But here's why JDM cars are so cheap in Japan.
Simple economics of supply, no demand.
ETC カードが挿入されていません。
Number 1. For consumers. That's us. The majority of consumers just don't like the idea of driving on the right side of the car. Less demand for used JDM cars, more supply for us. JDM cars, or Japanese domestic market cars, in general are cars designed and intended for the Japan market, as opposed to USDM cars, or the US domestic market cars, or CDM cars, Canadian domestic market cars. JDM cars include options tailored to the needs of the Japanese customers, and so they're right-hand drive. Number 2. For current owners, it's just expensive. Used cars have to pass the pricey Japan Compulsory Insurance Inspection, or JCI inspection, or in Japanese, the shaken, every 24 months. Instead of fixing and inspecting the old car, it's often better to buy a new car. Less demand for used JDM cars, more supply. The Japan government pushes local spending on locally made new Japanese cars. What country wouldn't want that? Read local taxes. Making new cars more attractive. At the same time, repairs as basic as rust needs to be checked every 2 years and fixed before it can be registered on the road in Japan. Imagine that in Winter Wonderland, Canada. Number 3. For business owners, tax breaks.
Today I can hunt for tax exemption.
For the same reason as number 2, the Japan government give local businesses tax breaks for exported vehicles, or the consumption tax exemption on exports. More demand to export JDM cars, more supply for us. The demand for businesses to export JDM cars is so big, it can swell up as high as 40,000 car auctions in a single day. The entire Japan car auction system was built to make it easier to find buyers, which is why we're here. We get access to a special JDM car for a great price because nobody else wants it. Hot tip: February, March, April, May tends to be the time with the most available JDM cars. Businesses unload older cars in March, marking the end of the financial year. And car owners get rid of their cars before April 1st to avoid paying the annual road tax due by May 31st. The 3 types of JDM cars to import. Number 1. K cars, the most instantly recognized type of JDM car. The tiny size and cute character make it ultra popular for someone who wants to stand out. To spur the car industry in Japan, automakers were given strict rules to keep the size, weight, and engine capacity to a minimum, and all too happy citizens gobbled up all the tax incentives that K cars brought. Think what North America does for electric car tax breaks, but tiny gas-powered cars. K cars always top the sales charts, which means there's a treasure trove of available K cars to suit every segment of the market. SUV? Mitsubishi Pajero Mini. Convertible? Daihatsu Kopen. Truck? Suzuki Carry. All-wheel drive van? Honda Acti. Fashion icon? Honda Beat. Number 2. The JDM Special. The Fast and Furious franchise catapulted JDM Specials to the top of everyone's forbidden fruit list. These were cars designed and sold for the Japanese domestic market and never had counterparts on North American shores. Because JDM Specials are Japanese only, their rarity make them very appealing. Are you looking for high-powered Ford Mustang but more rare? JDM Special. Want the diesel power and passenger capacity of a Chevy but more rare? JDM Special. Are you looking for the understated luxury and panache of a Lexus but more rare? JDM Special. Looking for practicality and fuel efficiency like that of a Toyota Prius but more rare? JDM Special. Although major parts are similar through platform sharing, think suspension and engine, exterior parts are probably the most difficult to find locally and need to be imported, but not impossible, and in my experience, more affordable than you think. For this reason, JDM specials are a little tougher to own than the next category. Number 3, the JDM version. JDM versions are obvious by hiding under the radar. They are the twin models to the ones we get in North America. Think Toyota Yaris or Vitz, or maybe Lexus LS, or a Nissan 350Z, but the JDM twin. Being raised in Japan, models comply with different standards, the most obvious ones being right-hand drive, slightly different front and rear ends, and unique drivetrains. Have you ever wanted a glass roof Honda Fit? JDM version. What about a long wheelbase 3-row Toyota RAV4? JDM version. The practical Subaru Forester, but the drivetrain of an STI? JDM version. Not any less desirable than a JDM Special, they also come across the same ownership hurdles. While the usual maintenance are likely similar, spark plugs, oil filters, gaskets, basic parts such as the bumpers and lights may not comply with our local laws. Things as complex as brakes or transmission also may not be the same as North America. But don't let that stop us from owning a JDM car. With the world more connected than ever, thanks to the internet and efficient shipping, compared to just even 10 years ago, access to mundane parts are just a few clicks away. Now, armed with these 3 car types, we can make a more informed decision as we move forward with our choice. Are you trying to translate the Japan auction sheets? Head to importjdmrighthanddrive.com and get your free auction cheat sheet.